Marjette's on.
Yep, I'm here. I am so excited. That's my quiet voice. It'll tend to get louder as we move forward. But first of all, first and foremost, which is one of the things that Framatome is known for, I'd like to ask Senior VP of Framatome Installed Base, Craig Rand, to come up and give a safety message.
Thanks, Marjette. Well, as Marjette just said, at Framatome, safety is our overarching value at Framatome, and frankly, the cornerstone of our operational excellence model. So let's start off with an appropriate safety message. You see on the screens here, if you all could pay attention, we do have several means of safely exiting this area. So if we have an emergency, I'd ask that everyone leave via the closest exit. There are 2 doors right here that go straight out to the parking lot. And then for those on this side of the room, you can exit out the door here and go right down the hall and out to the outside area as well. When we get outside, I'd ask that all the parties in the room please congregate in this parking lot here. And there are actually badge readers in the parking lot. So you don't have to worry about slowing down, getting through the doors or anything like that. Doors get open, you can go through the door, get to the parking lot, and then please do badge out with the badge reader that's outside. That helps us with accountability so we know we've safely gotten everyone out. So with that safety message, I look forward to this great event, and I hope everyone has a safe and enjoyable event. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done.
And now it is my great pleasure to invite to the podium the best city manager in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Winter C. Benda.
Marjette's review is up this week, so I think that's what she is. Well, good morning. And my name is Winter Benda, and I get the honor and privilege of serving as this city's city manager. I get to welcome Governor Youngkin, Secretary Merrick, and our esteemed colleagues and guests to the greatest city in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Lynchburg, Virginia. Right? The city of Lynchburg is incredibly proud to stand here today to support Framatome at this moment in the company's history. One of our oldest and most impactful corporate citizens, Framatome's investments in the city of Lynchburg cement our position as a leading nuclear technology hub in the United States. Framatome's steadfast commitment to their employees, their dedication to innovation and excellence, and their active involvement in the Lynchburg community are more than commendable. They are transformative. It is my honor to welcome and recognize our elected officials and special guests that are able to be with us today. We have representatives from Senator Warner's office, Senator Kane's office, Congressman Good's office. We have Senator Mark Peake, Delegate Wendell Walker, Senator Newman's office. We have Delegate-elect Zier, Delegate-elect Griffin. I'd also like to recognize Lynchburg City Council, recognize Mayor Stephanie Reed, Vice Mayor Christopher Aldy, Council members Dr. Sterling Wilder, Mary Jane Dolan, Jeff Helgelson, Larry Taylor, and Marty Mischens. I'd also like to recognize our Economic Development Authority's chair, John Stone, and many of his colleagues. I know that there are several of our schools of higher education presidents that are here. I saw Suat Rollins. I saw John Capps from CVCC. I know that there may be others, and if I've missed you, I apologize. Thank you all for your vision and your support. Our MC, as you've seen, today is our city's Director of Economic Development and Tourism, Marjette Upshur. I know Marjette is not a stranger to anyone in this room, and I have witnessed firsthand how her tireless work ethic, her strong relationships with business leaders at all levels, and her unshakable commitment to our citizens has driven the success of this city. So I thank her and I thank you, and I give it back to Marjette.
Remember, up for the review. Thank you for those applause. Okay, thank you, Winter. Your dedication, and I mean this sincerely, to our city. I'm from Lynchburg originally, and Winter's dedication to this city and to the business community has been instrumental to our growth, and we are so fortunate to have his leadership. So if you'll join me, I'll give Winter another round of applause. He too is tireless. So my name is Margette Upshur, and I get the distinct privilege of being the city's Director of Economic Development and Tourism. And I have been very fortunate over the years to collaborate and work alongside Framatome. And I have witnessed firsthand their remarkable innovations and advancements in the nuclear sector and their unwavering commitment to their employees. Before I make our next introduction, I want to take a quick moment to recognize a few more important leaders who help us all to get our jobs done in our audience today, and each of whom are critical partners in advancing the city's business community and specifically nuclear engineering. So I've got Megan Lucas from the Lynchburg Regional Business Alliance. As Winter said, John Capps from Central Virginia Community College, Sue Ott Rollins, who's the president of Randolph College. I think we have April Wade in the room somewhere here. With the nuclear group. So thank you all for being here. I also want to take a moment, the EDA, the Economic Development Authority, which is appointed by council to do the city's business when it comes to incentives. They've been tireless in this project as well, and every one of them is here today to support Framatome. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your public service. I also would be remiss if I didn't thank City Council for their support of economic development in the city of Lynchburg. It takes a village to make all of this happen, VDP, but on the ground, City Council, the EDA, and the city leadership have supported us, so I thank you very, very much. It is now my honor to introduce the Secretary of Commerce and Trade, Karen Merrick, and I have to say she's no stranger to the city of Lynchburg, which I'm very pleased about. I took her on a tour one day and it was 95 degrees in the shade. And she walked right up Monument Terrace steps like it was no problem whatsoever. She served as the Secretary of Commerce and Trade since January of 2022. She oversees 13 agencies and leads economic growth through a variety of initiatives and agencies to generate the environment that makes Virginia the best place to start, grow, or relocate a business. Agencies include the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, the Virginia Innovation Partnership, Virginia Housing, Virginia Energy, Activation Capital, Small Business Finance Authority, and Virginia Tourism. Her instrumental role in supporting economic development initiatives in Virginia, and specifically for the city of Lynchburg, has been pivotal in our progress. Thank you, and welcome, Secretary Merrick.
Thank you, Margette. I love, love, love coming to Lynchburg. Thank you, Framatome, for your vote of confidence in Virginia, for reaffirming what Virginia has to offer and reaffirming our partnership. In a few moments, the governor is going to make an announcement. Part of that announcement involves hundreds of high-paying jobs. And I would like to draw everyone's attention to a website called www.nuclearcareers.com. There you will discover a lot of opportunities here at Framatome, and you'll also discover the Nuclear Technology Academy, which is a remarkable partnership with the Central Virginia Community College. And I want everyone here to go visit that website, www.nuclearcareers.com. Framatome is known for being forward-looking, innovative, best-in-class, operational excellence. Those are attributes that resonate with our governor, who is working every day to make Virginia the best place to live, work, and raise a family. And it's always my great honor to introduce the 74th Governor of Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin.
Well done. Thank you. Secretary Merrick, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to an extraordinary day that is terribly exciting because it's a day that's been in making for a little while. And it's been really fun to watch all the teams work together in order to bring this announcement forward here on December the 14th. I also am very excited for the city of Lynchburg. And let me just add my constant admiration and enthusiasm for the city of Lynchburg, and particularly cheesy westerns when I can get them. Amen. Here we are at Framatone's North American headquarters, making an announcement that will mark a new chapter to an extraordinary book that is written by Framatone. It's a chapter that will outline the next generation of power innovation. Will celebrate vision, and we will continue to power the future together. Yes, Mayor Reed and City Manager Benda and Director Upshur have been working hard on this for a long time, as have all of our local officials. And I want to thank everyone for this incredibly collaborative team effort. And to Kathy Williams, the CEO of Framatome North America, thank you. Thank you for engaging so deeply in bringing forward this vote of confidence in not just Lynchburg, not just Virginia, but in the nuclear industry. There have been so many people engaged in this, and I am always at risk of forgetting someone. And so, much like I do with all of my kids at Christmas, forgive me if I've forgotten you. But I first want to thank our friends in the General Assembly who are here, and again reiterate the great work that goes on every day in the General Assembly to represent the greater Lynchburg area. And I particularly want to thank Senator Mark Peake, Delegate Wendell Williams, and of course Wendell Walker. Sorry, Wendell. I'm moving ahead. But I also want to welcome our newly elected delegates, and we so look forward to working together starting in January. But the most important people here are those that work at Framatome. And I want to ask everybody who works here to raise your hand so everybody here can see the tremendous votes of confidence that these people have made to Framatome, to Virginia, and to the nuclear industry. Thank you all very, very much. This has also been a collaboration between organizations. The Virginia Economic Development Partnership, the Lynchburg Economic Authority, the Lynchburg City Council, the Lynchburg Regional Business Alliance, the Department of Energy led by Director Glenn Davis. Folks, this is about teamwork. And when we all work together with great companies like Framatome, days like today become reality. And therefore, it is my distinct honor and privilege to announce that Framatome, the international leader in nuclear services and nuclear energy, will invest $49.4 million to expand, enhance, and modernize its facilities right here in the city of Lynchburg. And importantly, what comes with that is a commitment to create 515 new high-paying jobs right here. Wow. That is amazing. Unbelievable. And because I can't help myself, because I like to compete, I will note quietly that Virginia did beat out North Carolina and Pennsylvania in this whole process. Over this past summer, I had the distinct pleasure of meeting with Framatone's group CEO in France and the entire management team. And it was during that discussion that the plans that had been discussed at length by Kathy and the senior leadership team here were laid on the table. And I have to say that from that moment on, there was nothing other than a collaborative commitment by all parties involved to get us here to today. See, Framatone's been operating for over a half a century, and their commitment to Virginia is something that truly is a moment for us to say, thank you. Thank you for reinvesting in Virginia. Thank you for recognizing that this is the place to expand. And critically, thank you for providing thousands of jobs to Virginians. And thank you for believing and underpinning the future of nuclear power, not just in the United States, not just in France, but around the world. In case you haven't realized, Virginia is on the move. We do not follow, we lead, and we are leading. We have our highest labor participation in 12 years. Nearly 233,000 Virginians are working today that were not working just 2 years ago. And today we have the largest workforce. There are more people working in the Commonwealth of Virginia than ever. Virginia is on the move. Friends, growth is a good thing. Growth is a good thing. But what underpins that growth is power. And we need, yes, more natural gas, and we need more wind and solar, and we need more carbon and hydrogen innovation. But let me be clear. We need more nuclear power in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We need all of the above, because what all of the above does is it secures reliable, affordable, and increasingly clean power for the future. And we are building that future right here in one of the world's leading nuclear energy hubs in Lynchburg, Virginia. That's what we are doing. Companies like Framatome are at the heart of our entire nuclear industry. They are servicing, they are planning, they are innovating, they are creating, they are inspiring this next huge development in nuclear power. And it is happening right here. Servicing and extending the life of our current nuclear power plants is at the heart of Framatome, but it also recognizes the contribution that a carbon-free, around-the-clock power source can provide. Virginia is home to the only nuclear power station in America that is licensed for 80 years, and we are about to have our second. We are on the forefront, and we are able to supplement the existing nuclear fleet with advanced and small modular reactors as safe, clean, affordable nuclear power options. And it is these advanced reactors, these small modular reactors, and their many advantages that are driving the growth in the nuclear power industry, driving economic growth, driving technical growth, driving opportunities, the building blocks that will underpin future economic development and the future quality of life of Virginia and America. And so again, I want to thank all of the Framatome employees that are here for the tremendous work that you do. And if you don't fully realize it, you are underpinning and enabling the future of the Commonwealth and America. See, when it comes to long-term growth in Virginia, I am so proud by the fact that we, in fact, are outpacing states around us. But what that means is with a growing economy, we need a growing supply of power. And that's what this is all about. Because we know what feeds an economy is inspiration, grit, and vision. We know what feeds an economy is an extraordinary workforce and great locations. But what really feeds an economy is reliable, affordable, and increasingly clean power. We are hitting the accelerator in Virginia. We are hitting the accelerator, and let me tell you, there are no plans to interrupt our ascending momentum. We're ranked number 1 in the United States for customized workforce training, and the Virginia Talent Accelerator Program will support these 515 jobs that are going to be created. And once again, the collaboration with our extraordinary community college system is at the heart. And again, I want to thank the leadership of our community college system, and particularly Central Virginia Community College. Thank you all very, very much. Together, recruitment, training, customized to Framatone's unique and incredibly high-level standards of safety is so important. And just to reiterate what Secretary Merrick said, anyone who's looking for a great job, you can go to www.nuclearcareers.com today and you will find great opportunities. See, Framatome knows firsthand that innovation is housed here in Virginia. Talent is here in Virginia. Growth and opportunity are here in Virginia. And while we are hard at work preparing our workforce for in-demand, marketable skills to grow the talent pipeline, leaders like Framatome are growing and unlocking the future as well. Congratulations, Framatome. Congratulations, Lynchburg. Congratulations, Virginia. And one day we will say, congratulations, America, for the amazing work that is going to go on here. Thank you. God bless you. And let's go, Framatome. Here we go.
Have to put that down a little. I can't even, but this is so incredible. This is transformational. The word that comes to mind to me is this is an epic announcement. Thank you, Governor Youngkin. We extend our sincere gratitude to you, your office, and the Virginia Economic Development Partnership for your steadfast support of the expansion of Framatome and its implications for the city of Lynchburg and the region. Governor Youngkin visited Framatome over the summer, and he was profoundly impressed by Framatome's work and their constant innovation in the nuclear sector. And I will tell you, this governor is no joke. When he stood in the room, when he came down here to visit, he looked at Kathy and the entire leadership team of Framatome and said, "We're ready when you're ready." So I want to thank him once again for his commitment to enhancing the business economy in Virginia and for prioritizing the interests of the city of Lynchburg. Next up, I'm pleased to introduce Chief Executive Officer Kathy Williams. Kathy spent more than 20 years with Framatome and 35 years in the energy industry. Since 2014, she has served as Framatome Inc.'s Senior Vice President and CFO. She was appointed CEO, and we got the great privilege of having her come to Lynchburg in 2023, and look at her go. One notable aspect of Kathy's professional leadership is her unwavering dedication to Framatome's workforce. Kathy, thank you for your commitment to Framatome and for supporting this growth in the incredible city of Lynchburg.
This is called sharing.
Yes. No. I'm stealing. Oh, my.
So, Governor Youngkin, thank you so much for joining us today. We are honored to host you here in Lynchburg at Framatome's North America headquarters. Your unwavering support for nuclear energy as a reliable energy source positions the Commonwealth of Virginia as a leader in the transition to America's clean energy future. And it reinforces our commitment to further investment in our workforce and our facilities. Secretary Merrick, legislators, dignitaries, and special guests, we welcome you all, and we thank you for uniting with us on a day where we affirm our dedication
to growth and investment. I also want to welcome our employees who have joined us today and my staff. The one thing you need to know about the Framatome employees, this is time out from their work schedule. They will go back and make it up at a different time. So we are honored to have you with us today. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank Senator Newman. Although he could not join us today, he served Central Virginia with dignity and is a leading voice for nuclear energy in the Commonwealth. We congratulate him on an extremely distinguished career. I also want to thank Mayor Reed, City Manager Binda, Director Upshar, as well as Megan Lucas for making Lynchburg a great place to live and to work. The city slogan says, "Lynchburg loves you," but let there be no doubt in anyone's mind, Framatome loves Lynchburg. Yeah. So we are nationally recognized as a hub for the nuclear industry. Lynchburg is home to over 1,300 members of our North America force. They are offering us access to talented and dedicated workforce. The city's rich cultural character and growing contemporary energy, along with its robust academic institutions, and the revitalized downtown, which is where I live, provide our employees a quality of life second to none. With over 2,200 employees in North America, Framatome has a social responsibility to be active in our communities, cultivating relationships and partnerships that enhance the lives of our people and our neighbors. The impact of our employees' compassion and their generosity can be felt in these neighborhoods where we and our customers live, work, and play. This year, Framatome, along with our very generous employees, contributed more than $345,000, and even more important, volunteered for countless hours of community service, directly assisting and aiding more than 250 organizations that help the thousands of our individuals in our hometowns. We look forward to many more years continuing these partnerships and working together with our neighbors to make our communities a better place to live. The Greater Lynchburg region and the Commonwealth of Virginia have been Framatome's North America base of operations, as the governor mentioned, for over half a century. And now with the unprecedented growth and we were seeing in our nuclear market, we're strengthening our commitment to our home and our shared goals for safe, reliable, low-carbon power generation. According to the Nuclear Energy Institute, the members and the utilities, more than 90 gigawatts of new nuclear power is required over the next quarter century. To put that into terms most of us can understand, this is the amount of energy it would take to power about half the homes in the entire U.S. for a year. So the growth opportunities are incredible, and we plan to be a part of them. Because of this urgent demand for new, safe, reliable sources of nuclear energy, expansion and modernization of our Lynchburg, Virginia facilities is vital and necessary to our continued service of the nuclear market, both the existing operating fleet and the next generation of reactors. That is why we are investing nearly $50 million in upgrades and improvements to our Mill Ridge Road, our Mount Athos Road, and our Old Forest Road facilities, all located in Lynchburg. We know this project is crucial to us meeting the future energy needs and supporting the industry decarbonization strategies. But it's also key to the attraction of future talent and the retention of our very dedicated current Framatome employees. We're committed to broadening our labor pool, adding to our deep bench of expertise, and creating a dynamic work environment where our people engage and thrive. To that end, we will add more than 500 highly skilled jobs in our Virginia communities where we operate. These investments enable us to play a critical role in supporting this historic opportunity, shaping the world's clean energy future, while we're helping to energize the greater Lynchburg region and the Commonwealth of Virginia. Our people are united for growth. We are committed to an inclusive and diverse workforce, and we're dedicated to ensuring the next generation of power generation. Thank you so much for supporting us in this next step of the journey as we power on to a bright tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, and I'm glad Kathy's not doing my review because I didn't leave those remarks up here. Kathy, I'm so sorry. I got so excited. Anyway, I also have the distinct honor today to introduce the greatest city in the Commonwealth's mayor, and that's Mayor Stephanie Reed. But also, Kathy, I want to thank you. You love Lynchburg, but Lynchburg loves you right back. So I would like to welcome Mayor Stephanie T. Reed to the podium. Mayor Reed was elected to Lynchburg City Council in 2022 and is completing her first year as mayor. She is a tireless advocate for all of our citizens as well as economic development in the city of Lynchburg. Welcome, Mayor Reed.
Good morning, and thank you, Margette. I just want to let you know that we did not coordinate our jackets today, although I think it's appropriate because we truly are tickled pink about this announcement because we have tried so hard to keep this under wraps, and today, as the Southerners say, we get to spill the tea about this. So it truly is a momentous occasion for our city as we gather to celebrate Framatome's historic investment in their business, in our city, and most importantly, in our workforce. This expansion will undoubtedly shape the future of our community and leave a lasting impact on the nuclear industry. On behalf of the city of Lynchburg, we offer our heartfelt thanks and congratulations. The decision by Framatome to expand its operations here is a testament to the strength and potential of our city. This expansion represents a pivotal moment in our history, one that will bring about positive changes and opportunities for all residents. The collaboration between Framatome, our local government, our colleges, universities, and workforce partners, and the Commonwealth of Virginia underscores our commitment to fostering an environment conducive to growth, innovation, and economic prosperity. The nuclear industry, with its advancements in technology and commitment to sustainability, plays a crucial role in shaping the energy landscape of the future. This expansion will not only create job opportunities for our skilled workforce, but will also attract and cultivate talent from across the region and the nation, establishing our city as a beacon of progress and development. I want to express my gratitude to Kathy and to Framatome for choosing our city as your site for your expansion. Your confidence in Lynchburg is a source of pride for all of us. I also extend my appreciation to the hardworking individuals and teams across this community who have collaborated tirelessly to make this expansion a reality. Finally, thank you to Governor Youngkin for your vision and investment to this sector and your support of growth and success across the Commonwealth and in the city of Lynchburg, which I believe is the best city in the Commonwealth, personally. This opportunity, thank you. This opportunity presents a significant opportunity for a brighter future. The expansion of Framatome and your investment in your workforce marks a new chapter in the history of our city and the nuclear industry. I am confident that it will be a chapter marked by success, progress, and prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Reed, and we now welcome Governor Youngkin and Kathy back to the podium for a special presentation.
Wonderful. One more try. Here we go. Perfect. So, Kathy, it is my privilege to present to you today a flag that was flown over our state capitol, and I know that our two senators, our Delegate Wendell Walker, you got to go back and fix things. Thank you. I know you will. We'll always be proud to see this flag hopefully fly out in front of this facility, and it will represent the partnership that Framatome and the Commonwealth of Virginia continue to share as we do Power On. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
So, Governor Youngkin, we will fly this flag with great pride in remembrance of this day, this special day of your unwavering support of Framatome and the nuclear industry. I want to give special thanks to the integrated planning teams from Governor, I usually don't have to move a microphone down, from the governor's office, the VEDP, Lynchburg City, and our Framatome employees for organizing this special date. We appreciate everyone's support. At this time, we invite our visitors and our employees to stand and to face towards the door for a picture with the governor. Media, we appreciate your patience, and we will be available for questions following the photo. And as Governor Youngkin says, let's get to work.